I'm live with Jess Wood. Wood. Hey, you guys, it's Bad Mom Jokes. My name's Alyssa, and meet one of my witches. Okay, so we have to talk because
Okay.
I think you officially formed the covenant. Like, you're the glue behind it.
I did. I
Are
came up
we-
with that idea.
I have this theory that's popping into my head.
Okay.
We're not your first coven.
No.
Yeah, I want to hear the history of the covens. Like, who was your first? Like, you don't have to tell me who per se, because I mean, I don't know. But like, when did you first form a coven?
Well, one was
Here,
actually,
get in close to the microphone.
I was actually, I was a fan of witches from my childhood.
Yes,
you
me
know,
too.
Glinda.
Yes.
Who doesn't love Glinda?
Bewitched.
Yeah, Samantha, Tabitha, the kid
Yeah,
with the
right,
nose,
exactly.
like every witch, and
Yeah.
then Sabrina,
Yes.
Charmed,
Every witch.
like
Yeah.
every
The
witch.
Craft,
The
that
Craft,
movie was
amazing.
Yeah.
So really grabbed
Right.
it like
Yeah.
pretty quick.
Yeah, me
Also,
too. I gravitate.
P.S., my mom used to say that we were witches all the time.
So you
So I was
were
raised-
initiated at a very young age, and that's why you get it. Yeah, and I feel you have newly tapped me, but my secret desire. I mean, I'm more excited about being in a coven than like if someone's like you're headlining an original room. You know, like I'm.
Well, the
I
coven
feel-
has your back. That's why. The coven
Because
wants to.
I've never really belonged to a girl group.
Same.
So, and that's why if you guys sense that I'm really awkward, that's what's happening.
We're all awkward. That's what a real witch does. She admits her awkwardness and continues on with her life with spells and all kinds of shit. It's like you get more power from humbling yourself.
Before you guys, I really was casting spells by myself and being like,
Right.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, there's herbs everywhere.
Yeah.
There's cattails
Yes.
behind you. I know, it's
Yeah.
really hard. It's really hard. So I went through
Yeah.
like my young life
Yeah.
feeling like I didn't fit in because I was a witch, and no one, you can't really say that to people in elementary school.
Not then
Not,
either.
not in the,
We're
you
just
know,
coming
I'm
out.
an older person.
We're
So
coming out after the gays.
Yeah, so
We're
the
like
witches are
next
like,
coming out.
yeah,
Yes.
because really, it was a lady who talked about stuff that was healing and helpful,
Taboo.
and and that was not good for
No.
a woman to be strong and be able to heal,
Yeah.
with different herbs and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I was raised with that idea that I
Wow.
had that power and that
Wow.
we as women could connect on that level,
Wow.
and that was like the highest level to connect to.
Right.
So I got a bumper sticker when I started driving. I was about 19. I was a little
Yeah.
older.
Yeah.
And I got a bumper sticker and it said, "My other car is a broom."
Love it.
And I parked outside my apartment one night. I came out the next day. There was a note on my windshield, and it said, "I am a solitary witch looking for a coven. Please get in touch with me." And this left a phone number, and then underneath it said, "Do what thou wilt."
That's real. Of course
That's
it's real.
So I didn't call. I was young.
You were a
scared.
bit bashful
I was a
about
little
it.
scared.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they were like
Yeah.
on my witchy level.
Right.
Like the comedic
But
witch.
see, now I'm from a rural area, and that would not happen. I thought it was going to be a note like, "We're going to burn you at dawn." You know what I mean?
that
Like,
would have been from your
that-
where maybe you grew
Yeah,
up.
that
I grew
would
up in
be.
Hollywood.
But she grew up in Hollywood, and
Hey.
I remember I remember the first time I saw you stand up. I was instantly in love with you and your story, and how unique but compelling you are as being this child of Hollywood, like the real
true.
deal, you guys.
It's really weird.
Yeah. No, it's
I mean, it's weird as unicorns are weird.
she is a
you know?
unicorn. Look at her. She's a fucking unicorn. It's so true.
Thanks.
No, and it's one thing to be way out there, but it's another thing to be out there, but it's someone who you're compelled to know more. Like, now that I've found all of you, I'm like, these are the witches I've always wanted in my life, and it took this long to find you, and it's been really. I'm here because of you guys.
Hey,
really, it's true.
the universe.
It is.
Excuse me.
No, it's okay.
It's a dry
I need to
witch.
go. You guys, it's a desert, so we just have to keep hydrated big time. In fact, we'll go get some water
All
right
right.
after this.
Okay.
So now you didn't go. A bunch of our witches went to the nudist colony yesterday.
No.
But you have some friends in town, and
Yeah.
you had fun.
And also,
yeah.
I can't go to nudist colonies because I grew up with people who are naked all the time around me,
Right.
like naked all the
The
time.
trigger.
Like, I breastfed off 5 different ladies and stuff. So it's like,
I
here
love
it's
it.
free and it's love.
Yeah, and you're like,
Yeah.
getting
Thanks.
flashbacks.
I got dicks in the face. Dad. And that
So you're
was,
like, I've been
it
there.
was a little
I'm
traumatic,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
So I went and hung out with my friends. It was
Nice.
fine. Yeah,
Very
it was
cool.
fine.
Yeah.
But I think just going back to the witches thing with
Yes,
us, with
no,
all of
go.
us.
Yeah.
we organically all came into each other's lives at these places where we needed that like little bit of energy that we couldn't process our own selves,
Yes.
because all of us, all 6 of us, are very, and you've seen us now
Yeah.
be interviewed by our
Yeah.
gorgeousness here, and so different.
Yes.
Each of us, so
Yeah.
different,
Yeah.
and each adding to the pot, no
That's
pun
true.
intended, but we
That's
all
true.
add our little ingredients and
Right.
then just stirring it up. What a blast!
Absolutely.
So
It's
much
been
help
so
and,
much fun.
and support,
Yes.
and love.
And watching everybody like take it up a level, and because I've always believed that great things come when people come together.
Yes,
That
and when you're
you're
ready.
more powerful, but you can't force that. I
Yeah.
could go around my whole life looking for that, and it just, I guess, when you're ready, it falls in your lap.
Yeah, collaboration is
Yeah.
really helpful.
so important.
Yeah, it's
but,
very
But you could feel sometimes very isolated, like you said you did growing up, and you're like, who am I going to collaborate with? I feel like, yeah.
And then I worked as a counselor. Well, I didn't
Yeah.
get the job because I couldn't
Yeah.
I couldn't go for the rules that they had for
Yeah.
these kids
Yeah.
camp. You cannot call children guys anymore. You can't go, hey, come on, guys. You can't do
Oh,
that
huh.
anymore. So
I didn't know that.
It's this whole
Crazy.
like
Yeah.
gender and fluid,
Right.
and you're not
Right.
guys, you're not
Definitely
girls.
can't call
you're
them witches.
human. No, but that was what I
Yeah.
got to, was that
Yeah.
I couldn't call them guys. I couldn't call them girls. And so I was going like, hey, humans, come on,
Wow.
humans, come on,
'Cause
friends.
that's how we talk to
and
each
I'd say,
other.
but I'd say
Yeah.
friends. Hey, friends, come
That's
on.
good. I like that.
So, right, so
Yeah.
it's like a connection. But
Right.
I'm a waitress a few days a week, so when I waitress, I say, hey, guys, and then if it's a table of girls, I go, oh, shit. And I go, hey,
Right.
girls, and then I don't want to call them
Yeah.
girls either.
Then
So
I
I go,
say ladies.
hey, witches,
I
hey,
love
my
it.
coven, what's up?
I love
and the
it.
women love it. They
Wow.
gravitate towards me more, and they go, oh my God, are we in your coven? Thank you. And it's this lovely,
Yeah.
it's like a joining of
You're giving
female
this
energies. Yeah.
inclusiveness that's a gift, because women, we really do want that. We don't want to be isolated, and I think society has broken us apart because we're powerful together.
That's right.
And,
Because of the
well,
witches
and
that
then
were
think
burning.
about it. Yeah,
That's when it started.
Those women, it's not that they were casting spells in the woods. They were powerful women in the community. They owned property, and it was like, how are we going to take them out? We're going to burn them.
Right. And they were helping people.
Yeah.
And they were helping women.
That's our history.
Achieve,
Yeah.
orgasms and
Yeah,
feel not
like,
as
be
depressed.
empowered.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
St. John's wort, and I
Yeah.
mean, it just breaking down the science of all the herbs that they
Yeah.
actually were working with and
Right.
helping people feel better.
Yeah, I think we're only just beginning to wake up. I think up until just even Trump was elected, people didn't really realize how women were suppressed for so many thousands of years. Women, even women themselves. I think even women are waking up. I had that happen just Friday. One of my friends
Very distracted.
woke up. I know there's a lot happening. There's people rolling in. You can't tell from the video because I think people are like staying out of our background, but there's
I
a
know,
lot.
there's
There's a lot of action over here.
Walk through. Come on.
I
Like,
wanna talk to
we
you
look
really
like
quick.
we're lying about how crowded it is here. They're like, sorry, we won't walk through. No, walk through. I
Yeah,
want to see
walk
all
through.
the action.
Yeah, right. Like it's crowded and crazy.
Like we're telling
feel
people
free.
how
Yeah,
crazy
feel
it is
free.
here.
Yeah.
Like it's nuts. There's
Yeah,
people
and then
everywhere.
everyone's like
Not
shy,
really.
camera
There's
shy.
not
They're
really
like, what is
anybody here.
happening right
Hey,
there?
there's somebody
there's a person. I want to
you.
talk to you about Kill Tony.
Yeah.
You have introduced me to this. I mean, I went before a couple times before I met you, but then we met, and then going with you and like falling in love with the show and going as much as I can. And Jess is a regular.
Well, I've been
no,
on
you
3
are.
times, but they know me.
They
We're like
know
friends
you.
and
Yeah,
everything
you're
like
part
that.
of the crew, and it's
Thanks.
really, really fun. They know you, and I was thinking of this idea of like bad moms for Kill Tony, like kind of getting a little group of moms to go.
That would
and
be
like,
hilarious.
Yeah, like I feel like there's moms that love that stuff, you know. Like,
I think you should do it and have
Yeah.
about 5 girls and have signs. Make
Yes,
signs
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Like you're
Okay, cool.
picketing, but for them.
Yeah. Do you think we should go like in the regular line?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, as
Oh, yeah.
fans.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that would be so much
Yeah,
fun.
because Cassandra Koss, shout out
Yes.
to Cassandra,
Yay.
is also a character that shows up at Kill Tony
Yes,
every week.
she does, yeah.
And she dresses in different
She's great.
themes and characters.
So I
and
love you guys. Go follow Jess. It's Get Wood
Get
on
Wood.
Instagram. The
Thanks.
pictures of her and Cass are. I love them.
They're really
So
fun.
great.
They're really
Sorry, not
fun.
to interrupt you.
No,
She goes in
she's
character.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's just, she comes
Yeah.
whether she gets pulled or not.
Yeah.
Because you can get pulled up. It's a lottery to get on stage.
Yeah.
But
there are a lot of people, but it becomes
It's a
something.
party.
It is a party, and I mean, a lot of times I don't put my name in because I'm like, oh, but because you're on the spot in front of. I mean, it's kind of a tough crowd.
It's 300 people wanting you to get roasted.
Yes, it's
a
300
lot.
people that are kind of banking that you're gonna suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you're kind of set up to fail, but these beautiful moments happen. And it's live, and there's the way they do it, they really do suck what's interesting out of every person. I don't know, I find it so exciting to watch.
It is exciting.
Yeah,
I mean, no matter what, even if people
Yeah.
are shitty or even
It's
if people
fun,
are great,
and
it's
even the
really,
people
really
who are
funny.
shitty come out of it like that was the best experience of my life.
Yeah, they want to
right?
go again.
Like, yeah, they do. They get hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one. So shout
It's
out Bad
fun.
Moms for Kill Tony.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
Comedy Store. Hey,
Yeah.
girl,
Oh, I love the
hey.
Comedy Store.
Oh my God, so cute.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Did she want to come in?
You want to come and
You
say
wanna
hi,
come over
Kendra?
and say hi?
Her man's here. Her
Aw.
man's here. He's a comic. But I know her from LA. She's the best. So
That's
cutie.
so funny. So I'm a complete camera whore. So it shocks me every time someone's like, no cameras
I know.
for
I
me.
can't believe it either.
Like,
I'm like, I don't even have any makeup and I want to be
Let's
here.
do it. That was like Melanie. She's like, I got wild nails. I'm like, that's all you need. You got amazing hair. That's all you need.
And those bangers.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it.
I had an audition the other day, and I
Yeah.
never get to go out for commercials because
Right.
of this.
You've got a very
And,
specific look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were like, we need a lady like of a certain age
Yeah.
who's like funky, tattoos,
Yeah.
very edgy, very edgy. And they
They're
have
like-
a headshot of me
Yeah.
that has all my shit out, and
Yeah.
they're just like, what's up with like
Yeah.
all these necklaces? And they're like, yes,
Yes.
you. And I never get to go out
Yeah.
as me. And so I was so excited, and they wanted to see my hands. They're like,
Yeah.
can you put your hands up, please? And I was like, I love my hands. And I
As
went like
you
this,
should.
hey, you guys,
Yeah.
look. And I was like,
Yeah.
look. And then like, hey.
Nice.
And I was like,
Oh, I love
TJ
it.
Maxx.
I would think you would start to get more and more because now everything's so specific.
And
they
also,
want the
everyone
real life
my age
version. Yeah.
is a mom now.
Right, like-
and
like
they,
the thing
and they
that I'm
look like
fighting.
this.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah.
Melanie and you are moms that are cool.
Right.
That's
Thank
what they
you.
want. But that's what they're going for. They want
think
me to
so?
sell a plate because there's cool fucking moms out there now.
You think so?
I know
Okay,
so, girl.
let's get
there's
together.
no more bullshit Procter and Gamble
but
like.
see,
"Nyeh,
I'm
nyeh, nyeh."
in West LA, and there's ton of that.
Yeah, but that's not
There's
what's
both.
the big like
That's
the
not the-
trend right
Okay,
now.
all right.
Everyone has a tattoo. Am I right? Everyone has
Well,
purple
I've even
hair.
thought I need
you know what I mean?
tattoos because I think not having a tattoo, I'm misleading people. You know what I mean? Like,
We'll get a couple rub-ons. Who cares? Seriously, you can get a rub-on.
like my
Who cares?
bangs. I just get
Your
like
bangs a rub-on?
they're fake.
Your bangs are not.
Yeah, they
fake.
are. Holly Jones. Shout out to Holly Jones. She's a hairstylist. She did these. It's real hair.
But it's sewn into your head
No. I clip them on for the show.
right now.
Yeah, just for the show.
If we unclip them,
So, okay, Carrie booked me on her Subtle Unicorn. I got kind of drunk, so it was a hot mess. It's at West Side
Yes.
Comedy on Fridays, and someone didn't show, so she threw me in there last minute, and it was one of my first nights at these. So I was so excited because I got up there at the end of my set, and I was like, do you guys know what a merkin is?
yes.
No one did, by the way. So I was like, fuck you,
one
go
of my
Google it,
favorite
right?
things in
And
the
I was
world.
like, I'm wearing one right now. And they're like, what? I was like, do you want to see it?
funny.
And then I told the guy in the back to play some like music for me because I'd say, this is what's going to happen. He started
Did
to
he play
play
strip
the
music?
Yes!
Oh!
And I took this off and I like danced off
Oh,
of it
it's
on
so
me. It was like one of my
awesome.
favorite moments.
That's
I think it was lost on
fantastic.
this like millennial audience. How do you live in Hollywood and not know what a merkin is?
Because no one wants pubic hair. For the last 20
Is
years,
that what it is?
no one has wanted pubic hair, so there's nothing.
Yeah.
They're like, why would you have
Yeah.
a wig for
Yeah.
pubic hair?
Right.
Because in
So
the
you think people are
Renaissance
afraid
period,
of
do you
it?
know the history of the merkin?
No, tell
Well,
me. Oh
ladies
my
and
gosh,
gentlemen,
tell
children,
me the
pull up a
history
stool,
of
please.
the merkin.
The history of the merkin.
Yes.
It's disgusting, is what
Yeah.
it is.
Okay,
Okay,
I wanna
It
hear
is,
it, I wanna hear
in the Renaissance period,
Yeah.
so we're going way back, right,
Right.
in time. The royals were the only ones that could shave. They had access to shaving tools. The peasants couldn't do it.
Right.
So
They couldn't
what
do anything.
was
They could hardly
rampant?
breathe.
Right. So what was
Yeah.
rampant during
Yeah.
that era were diseases and really heavy duty
Right.
stuff that you couldn't
Yeah.
get away from. What was horrifying were the crabs.
I knew this was going there. When
And-
you said this is disgusting, I'm like, there's gonna be bugs.
Yeah. The crabs
Yeah.
and the
Getting
lice
itchy.
and the amount of funk that was happening
Yeah.
in the pubers.
Right.
Because no one was shaving, trimming, brushing,
They didn't even
conditioning.
know about soap
why
and
would you know-
water
yeah,
back
you
then.
didn't even
I mean,
wash.
disease
You were
was
basically,
rampant.
yeah, you were
Yeah.
throwing your shit out the window.
Exactly. They
right?
had no idea about
So-
germs.
Right. So
Not
the,
yet.
so the royals,
Yeah.
being royal
Right,
and
right,
rich,
right.
could afford to get all their pubic hair shaved off.
Right, right.
And then were built
Right.
merkins, which were the wigs, beautiful,
Wow.
maybe head hair.
Of course,
real
real hair. Yeah,
hair,
this is real
but
hair.
head
Yeah.
hair. And
Yeah.
formed into
Right.
whatever form they needed,
Yeah.
and then attached. I think
Got
it was
it.
like an old, the sanitary belts from the 50s that moms used to wear. Like they had to use
I don't know that I do.
There were like sanitary pads that were like this big.
Oh, and
they put
came
belts,
all the way up.
Well, they had
I
a
feel
belt
like I
that
have
attached
seen that in
and then like
some-
clipped between
Right.
your legs, and there was
Okay.
like literally like a belt.
Oh,
so it was
interesting.
kind of like that.
Yeah.
But it was a pubic hair wig.
and-
And scene. Merkins.
Bad mom jokes where you learn everything you need to know.
And there's a band
So
called the Merkins.
I love it. Oh, now I need to look them up because I joke to my husband, I'm like, have you seen my Merkin? Or go get my Merkin from the drawer.
So good.
I love
I
it.
love it.
It's really fun.
I
Yeah.
hope you use it always. I hope
But
you
it's
always
become
use it.
part of my, because it's like when it's off, it's my bad mom bangs.
Oh.
Yeah, it's my bad mom
Oh, so
bangs.
that's your character.
It's part of it, yeah.
wow, I love
Because
that.
it gives me like, I feel that you do need to show people who you are. Like I'm sure you get that having amazing hair and tattoos. It's like this is who I am from inside out, and yeah,
I'm funnily a little bit straighter than I look.
yeah.
I
well,
am.
and that's
I'm
always how it
interestingly
is.
a little bit weird.
I
straighter
dated a
than I
guy
look.
that like whole thing like all the different rings and tattoos, and when I first saw him, I was so like in love with him because he was so adorable. He was a surfer, and all my girlfriends in college, we all fell in love with him, and like I was like kind of in love with him for a couple years, and finally got a chance to date him, And what I found out, he was the sweetest guy, one of the sweetest guys I've ever known.
You're not going to get
He had,
hate
like,
raped by a tattooed guy.
He had like
You're
skulls
not.
all over his
Right,
room.
huh? You're not
he was
getting
one of
tattooed.
those
Come here for a
really,
second.
really
Come here for a
good
second.
like Orange County
Seriously.
boys that was
Yeah.
just, and he was Mexican, and he was just like so.
Well, that'll even be
alive.
more loving.
He was
Okay,
so
let's-
lovely, and his
we're
whole
going to change
family.
America's ideas
Of
about tattoos
Oh,
and
tell
men
her how,
and
like,
men.
Yeah,
like the
I have no
Australian Aussie
tattoos, and
things.
I'm the
Yeah,
bad
thank you.
mom, and you guys have tattoos, and you're like,
No,
oh, thank you. a
listen.
cake.
I want you to validate this for me.
I'm
ready?
ready.
Tell him your name.
Okay,
Hi,
Yeah.
I'm Holly Annabelle Brown.
Yay!
Thank
She's
you.
very talented
Yeah,
young
she's one of the
lady.
stand-up comedians
Please.
here. Okay.
All right, so we're talking about men and like the idea that men with tattoos maybe are
Like
hardcore,
harder
like
or-
mean or whatever.
Yes.
For my experience, intimately, sexually,
Yeah.
I have never been date raped by a tattooed or ethnic. I've only been date raped by a white man.
Oh, I believe that 100%.
In khakis, khakis.
Yeah.
The stats add
Scary.
up.
Wow.
Yeah, the stats add up.
That
See,
Honestly, if a white guy
completely
has
makes
tattoos,
sense.
I'm like, okay, maybe you're not terrible.
Right. I mean, unless they're, all.
Oh, and one of my mom's friends, she has these amazing tattoos, and she did say they say it makes you more approachable. That
Yes,
people
I
feel
feel like
that
it's a
you're more-
conversation starter.
Yes.
If they enjoy your
Yeah.
art. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, she's got some beautiful
Oh
work.
my gosh,
Look at
show
these
off your
pieces. Look at these
tattoos.
pieces. The
Oh
mandala
my
and
God.
the
Needle
beautiful-
Fox on
Wow.
Instagram. She's one of my best friends. She did all of my tattoos.
Really good. I could tell
they-
it was a female.
And
Yeah.
they truly mean nothing to me beyond they're beautiful. Like people go,
That's
like,
how I feel.
People go like, "What's the story?" And I'm like, "I liked the tooth on my arm."
Yeah.
People go, "Are you a dentist?" I'm like, "Oh shit, I probably should be." I'm not.
You're like, I am now.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thank
People
you.
always used to ask me what. Well, people still ask me, I'm from Los Angeles. No, Wyoming, you fucking asshole. Why would I have this? Why would I do that to myself?
LA Pride.
Or you look down, you're like, "Oh my god, they didn't put Wyoming." Oh
Yeah.
my god.
That would be funny.
I gotta
like
change
that.
this. I gotta go get this covered
Just
up.
really ruin that person's life. They're like, "We're good."
Portland.
Now, wait, I have a question. How did you guys meet?
Today.
We just met in the bathroom.
No, you didn't.
We met in the
Like
bathroom.
Carrie
we
Kavanaugh.
have mutual.
Oh,
Carrie
so you
Kavanaugh.
both know
friends.
Carrie.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
it. And I've got to get Carrie in here too.
Ah, my friends. It's my
Oh
real
my God.
friends. Like real friends. Like real friends.
I have to say that because you've been doing this, this is.
I've been
you're
doing it
still-
probably longer than you're alive.
Yes,
That's what
and
I'd
so I
like
was
to
going to
say.
ask
Are
you.
you
and
23?
26. Thank
Oh,
you so
no.
much. Everyone keeps telling me I look 30.
No, what?
No.
Yeah, they're fucking
Both
months.
your reaction.
way.
I'll go to bars.
Look at us, we're like,
yeah.
what?
My sister's older. I'll go to bars. And my sister gets ID'd. I mean,
Yeah.
not doesn't get ID'd, but I do.
Yeah.
So it's like, what?
Yeah.
What?
She was 12.
I'm taller than everybody, so. tall people are old. That's how that goes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that
smart
is
people
because
wear
I'm
glasses.
short and people just
Never
assume
mind.
I'm baby. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
big-titted ladies are loose. Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck you. Yeah.
Fucking bunch of bullshit. Let's
And
do
but we
disparage
do
all
do
those
that as a
cultural
culture, right?
mishaps.
We all
Yeah.
do it, and it's crazy.
Here's some ladies that love each
Yeah.
other and support each other.
Yeah.
There's a lady that we love.
Woo!
Yeah, Charlotte.
Get over here.
Oh, you got to go? Oh, we
Shit,
gotta go watch
But
Charlotte.
here, say bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.